Hello, future finalists. As someone who is very active in the community for the finals, I have noticed new and/or returning players has sometimes had difficulty wrapping their heads around certain aspects of the game. The finals is a fantastic game and truly has become my go-to FPS, but it can be very overwhelming if you're new. This is because the finals does not play like other shooters and does require a bit of time to truly understand. This being said, this game is so much fun, and once you understand it, it's truly worth the journey. I'm going to be making videos moving forward that are specifically geared towards new players as to help y'all out and learn how to play this amazing game. If you ever have questions about anything, do not be afraid to ask in the comments. I literally do not believe in dumb questions. Today we're going to be talking about the first of three modes that comprise the core foundations of the finals, which is the cash out game mode. This is also the first mode that new players should be playing, as it's the easiest and most forgiving way to learn the main mode, and that mode is Quick Cash. Quick Cash is a simplified version of the cash out game mode, which is the bread and butter of the finals. As you rack up hours in this mode, you'll eventually graduate to World Tour, where you'll join the majority of the player base, and one day when you're ready, you'll be able to test your skills in ranked. Before you run though, you need to learn to walk, and that's why this mode exists. Quick Cash is a match between 3 teams of 3 to make for a total of 9 players in a lobby. When you spawn in, you'll be with your team, and the other teams will all spawn separately on other sides of the map. Somewhere in between everyone, a vault will spawn, which will be identified by the one surrounded by a diamond. This is the first objective that all the teams will fight over. The first step in the mode is simply to acquire the vault. To do this, simply walk up to the vault and select the button prompt to start unlocking the vault. You do not need to do anything to speed up or guide the process, simply select or tap the vault and it will start unlocking as shown by the bar that will fill up around it. Once the bar fully fills up around the vault will unlock and the vault will drop on the ground. This vault can be picked up and thrown as it is a physical object. To pick up the vault, simply go up to it and hit the pickup button. For me on PC, this is F. To drop an item, you can either select the fire button to throw or the aim button to drop it. Do note that while carrying a vault, you will not be able to use weapons or gadgets. Now you might be wondering what to do with the vault now that your team has successfully grabbed it. Congratulations, by the way. Around the map will be 2 objective points that we call cash out stations. You can run to either to deposit the vault. To deposit the vault, simply position the vault in your hands so that it comes into contact with the cash out station. You can also deposit a vault by throwing it into the cash out station. Simply aim your cursor at the cash out station while holding the vault and press the fire button. Once you deposit a vault, you will begin the cash out process. Now that your team has started to cash out, you must defend it for around 2 minutes, as the other teams will be trying to steal it. The cash out is stolen when a player from a team not holding the cash out walks up to a cash out station and holds the steal button as shown in the prompt. For me on PC, this is E. For Quick Cash, it takes about 6 seconds to steal a cash out, and cash outs can be stolen unlimited times as the cash out timer finishes. In Quick Cash, in order to win, you must successfully complete 2 cash outs. The team that gains the cash out will not be the team that started it or the initial team that steals it, but only the team that has it during the end. That means that you gotta be careful about teams going for last minute steals, and if someone does steal it, you will have to steal it back. If your team successfully keeps the cash out when the timer completes twice in the match, then congratulations, you'll have won. The other way teams will sometimes win, however rare, is by time. The Quick Cash game lasts 18 minutes, and if a team does not successfully complete 2 cash outs, then whoever got the first cash out will be announced the winner when the time runs out. If no team gets a cash out, it should be a tie, but in all my time playing the game, I've only had that happen like once, and it was during Season 1. Very rarely are games won by time, but it can happen. Alright, let's talk about combating Quick Cash. When you eliminate a player in the finals, you will become a small statue. This statue can be picked up and thrown just like the vault from earlier. A player will remain as a statue until they are revived or they choose to respawn. To revive a player, simply walk up to the statue and hold the button prompt until the bar fills up. This will bring your teammate back at full health. Remember that statues can be picked up, so it's always wise to move players out of the chaos to revive safely. A player can also respawn. When they die, they will notice a timer ticking down on their screen. When that timer hits 0, they can respawn. They will respawn at a spawn point close to your team in the action, but this point can be somewhat random and will not 100% of the time put you in the place where you might have been trying to go. Keep in mind though, Embark is always working on the spawn logic, and it has greatly improved since Season 1. You might notice that the timer is different if you die and a teammate was already dead. When one teammate dies, a 15-second timer will start, but if another teammate dies, they will match the timer of the first dead teammate. So basically, both teammates can respawn at the same time. If all 3 members die, though, that team will become wiped. When a team is wiped, you will hear a buzzer in the background giving audio confirmation that a team has been wiped. You might also hear the announcers mention it. A wiped team will have to wait for the timer on the bottom of your screen to complete, and automatically the whole team will spawn together near the next objective. As you begin venturing into the arena, there are some things that you might want to note. The finals is at its core an objective-based game, and quick cash is no exception. Kills can help you reach your goal of finishing 2 cash outs, but kills alone will not win you a match. If you don't need to pick a fight with another team, it might be wise to move away from them and focus on the objective. Also, don't be afraid to disengage from a fight. Not every fight in the game is easy to win, and sometimes even the best players know when the best move is just to run away and fight another day. Another tip is to keep in mind your use of utility. There are countless ways to build a class in the game, and whether you're heavy, medium, or light, you have 3 gadget slots and numerous options to mix and match for your playstyle. No matter what you pick though, remember that you can get these gadgets back pretty quick, so don't be afraid to use them. In my experience, the only grenades wasted are the ones not thrown. Another really useful tip is to stay with your team. The finals is built on team play, and I always like to tell people that you're better off a full team doing a stupid plan than a separated team doing a great one. Even if you're 99% sure that you know better than your teammates, please trust me that you are better off following them. At the end of the day, you can't force random teammates to play together, but you can choose to play with them. On this subject though, if you are looking for teammates, the official final server is a fantastic place to look for people. The server has LFG channels separated by region and by game type, so you can easily find players from your region whenever you're looking to play. Just enter one of those chats and send a message stating your skill level and what type of players you're looking for. Do not be afraid if you are new. There are plenty of new people looking for teammates. I see them in there literally all the time. And lastly and most importantly, please don't forget to have fun. At the time of making this video, I have over 1100 hours on Steam in this game, and I've continued to have so much fun playing that entire time. If things start getting frustrating, don't be afraid to change up your playstyle, and don't be afraid to experiment. There are so many ways to enjoy this game. You can master the way of the sledgehammer, or even become the thorn in every heavy side with the double barrel shotgun. In Quick Cash, you can change your loadout with no limitations, so feel free to change stuff up. Whatever you pick, remember that this is a video game created by devs who actually care, so feel free to run wild and get creative as you master the arena. I hope this video has been helpful as you begin your journey of learning this fantastic game. I recommend sticking to Quick Cash as you begin learning the game, but for those who are ready to graduate to World Tour, I will be releasing a video shortly on how to play that mode. Again, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask me in the comments section. I'm not making these videos because I want clout, but only because I want to help new players enjoy this game. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the arena.